Many entrepreneurs find themselves trapped in a rat race to the bottom, constantly lowering their prices to compete. The hard truth that I've learned from watching so many entrepreneurs do this over the years is that underpricing doesn't guarantee more sales. In fact, it undermines your brand's value and leaves you struggling to make ends meet. In a world where you are in the online marketplace and building rapport is a must, it's really time to make sure that you understand how you can build trust and connection with your audience. Most consumers aren't always looking for the cheap options. They buy from businesses they know, like, and trust. There is a reason why, even if they are shopping on some place like Amazon, they're looking for the place with the most and best reviews. This is especially important for those of you who show up in the market as healers, energy workers, and coaches, where you want people to put their lives in your hands. There are going to be some people who are only going to buy that $50 reading, that $100 workshop. But you and I both know that in order for you to get to financial abundance and time freedom, it's time for you to really start attracting the perfectly aligned clients who want your assistance to help them transform their lives on a deeper level. And in this training, I'm going to show you how the aligned offer stack can help make sure that happens. At the end of the day, you have three responsibilities when it comes to growing your business. You have to operate in excellence. You have to have the skills to attract your perfectly aligned clients, and you have to do it in a way that aligns with your core values and gives your clients the best support possible. I'm Kimmy Carter. I'm the creator of the energetic coaching system, and this is my 5 phase approach to making sure that you can build trust and rapport with your perfectly aligned client. So let's go ahead and jump into this quick training. There are 5 phases in this, and as you can see, as the phases come down, they get tighter in its presentation. And that is something that's really going to be key. The aligned offer stack is definitely operating like a funnel, because what we have to remember is we're going to have that large community. And the truth is, most people don't buy. As you start building rapport and trust, the circle of people who are buying from you is going to get much smaller. On average, most people only see 3 to 5% of their total audience buying. And I think a lot of people don't realize this unless you're in the space and you're data minded like I am. So let's go ahead and talk through these 5 phases so that way you know how to build trust and rapport with your community so you can start attracting perfectly aligned clients. In phase one, it's all about building connection. One of the things I love to remind people is that you cannot sell to an empty vessel. In order to make sure that you have the opportunity to even have someone trust you with their lives, you have to make sure that you are building connection and you have a community that you can support on the public side. This is going to allow you to establish trust and rapport by addressing your audience's pain points and showcasing your unique value. Now, one of the things that's important about addressing pain points is making sure that you aren't leaving people wallowing in their pain. We have to remember that our premise as a collective is shifting. People don't always want to be triggered. They don't always want to remember the bad things that's going on in their lives, right? And I can tell you that TikTok is a perfect example of this, because there are moments where things come up on my For You page on TikTok and I am reading the comments because I'm a data girl, and I be like, oh snap, that's not going the way that you intended. A great example of that is when people post things talking about money and life changes, and it almost comes across like they're downgrading people for not taking the steps, and people go off in the comments. Another time that this happens is when people post those like life videos where they're like organizers and stuff like that. And on TikTok, they really be like, oh my gosh, this reminds me how broke I am. And it is amazing the difference between a TikTok, a Instagram, and a Facebook audience. But this is why it's important that you, as a business owner, know how to create transformational content that speaks to the perfectly aligned client, know how to address the pain points in a way that is empowering of them, and know which platforms your people are on and which platforms they aren't. Because here's the truth. If I was your perfectly aligned client, I would tell you, if you wanted to capture my attention and sell to me, you need to do it on Instagram, right? Because Instagram is where I'm actually paying attention to the things that come down my timeline. When I go on TikTok, I'm going on TikTok to kiki and be entertained, okay? I'm listening to Am I That from Reddit and seeing the drama. When I'm on Instagram, I'm kind of more paying attention. I'm a little bit more business minded. When I'm on Facebook, like I'm chatting with family and friends. It's your job as a healer, as a coach, as an energy worker to know where your perfectly aligned client is hanging out at and how you need to get in front of them. Because if you don't understand and know that, it's going to be really hard for you to create an aligned offer that is irresistible. We are coming into a space where the collective is ready for a shift. As a healer, you can really see the world changing around you. And it's your time to make sure you step up and you have a foothold in that. Because, Lord, let me tell y'all this, me and my clients cannot change the world by ourselves. We're going to need some help. I need some people who look like me, who talk like me, who want to hang out with me to get on the bench with us because we can't shift everyone alone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I will absolutely try, but I'm going to need a little bit of help there and making sure that you understand the perfectly aligned client so that way you could develop an irresistible offer around your energetic container that aligns with their desires and provides a transformational solution is going to be key to that, because that means you'll be able to speak to the audience in a way that shows them, not only do I want to empower you, but I have a solution that can help you get there. Because that is going to be how you go into phase 4 and nurture relationships with these people. You have to make sure that you're building meaningful interactions and build a community that strengthens the bond between you and your clients. Let's be clear. Let's be honest. I know that we often say we're not in it for the money, but the truth is, I don't know a business owner alive who ain't trying to make no money. I'm not saying all of y'all trying to be filthy, stinky rich. I know some of us are, but I also know that you want to do it in a way that aligns with your core values. You want to stay in integrity. You want to transform lives. You're tired of ineffective strategies. You're tired of manipulated marketing. I get it. I understand what you need. Before you can nurture a relationship, you have to be willing to build the connection. You have to be willing to create the transformational content. You have to be willing and understand how to get to the aligned offer, because all of that is a part of nurturing the relationship. Because if the relationship is not nurtured, you won't ever be able to seal the deal. When you are putting all 4 of the phases together, that's what gets you to the nucleus of the business, the energetic container, and being able to move people from your public community to inside of your energetic container. In order to seal the deal and increase your moments, you're going to have meaningful interactions and build a community that strengthens the bond between you and your clients. Listen, as the funnel trap queen, you guys know I know a funnel like nobody's business. I can build a funnel, and I know when I'm in a funnel, and I get excited to be in a good marketing funnel. Okay, baby? But here's the thing. So many people over the last couple of years got so bought into the idea of automation that it lost the essence of who they were as a business. And as the collective is shifting, they are also requiring connection. So making sure that you have this hybrid automation approach to increasing your enrollments is going to be key. As healers, so many of you ignore sales systems and structures because you think that it has to be all human touch. You actually need to have both in your business in order to get to big profit energy. You need to embody the essence of your future self, and you need the sales systems and structures so that way you can step into financial abundance and have the time freedom that you really desire. Now, there are some things I talked about inside this quick training that really may not make sense for you right now. And that's because you may not know what an energetic container is. You may not know what the perfectly aligned client is or how to map out that journey. But I actually have a free training that walks you through the very essence of those things and teaches you how to sign more four-figure clients in your spiritual business without sacrificing your values or wasting time on ineffective strategies. And in this training, you're also going to discover how the energetic container and hybrid coaching methods helped me have my first five-figure launch many years ago and have consistent five-figure reoccurring months since then. I'm going to drop the link in the comments for you to check out that free training. And if you have any questions about anything I've said in this video, definitely leave a comment and I'll be happy to share my insights with you. Chat soon.